Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a makeup tutorial. Get ready with me, whatever you want to call it. Basically, I'm going to show you how to get this full look right here of products all under $10 each. So these are all really good affordable goodies, and I know I've done a previous makeup tutorial where I did full face of drugstore. I'll link that down below. I am not going to be using any of those products in today's video. I wanted to use all different products so you can see some other affordable goodies specifically under $10 because that was just like affordable. So it was like Physicians Formula things over $10. These are strictly all products that I think are really good that I keep in my daily rotation that are all under $10 each. So it's even more affordable. So yeah, if you want to see how to get this look, I know I just did a 5 under 5, but I thought I would follow that up and give you another affordable look. Yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, don't forget to please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you know when I post, typically Wednesdays and Saturdays at 9 a.m. I might change that. I'll explain a little bit more in the video. Today's a really exciting day for me, so yeah. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on into it. So to prime the skin, I'm going to start off with the Catrice Prime and Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base. I'm just going to put a little bit of this in my hand. It has like a lotiony consistency, and it becomes like super tacky to the touch, which I really do like. I don't know if it's, ooh, I have a booger. I don't know if it's the most like pore minimizing, but it definitely latches onto your makeup because it does have that like consistency. And everything that I use today will be listed in the description box below, the full names, the shades, and the prices, so check that out if you're interested. Now I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Matte HD High Definition Longwear Matte Foundation. This is one of my favorites. This is $8.99. I have the shade Medium Beige. I am going to pump 2 pumps of this onto my EcoTools blending sponge. I love how neat the pump is too, I gotta say, because I have pump foundations like the Bare Minerals pump foundation and also the Kokie foundation that squirt everywhere. Like I have foundation marks on my wall because I was using the Bare Minerals foundation yesterday, and it just like exploded and just squirted all over my wall, which is not cool. To clean that off, but this pump is really nice and even. I like it for that. The packaging overall is really good. Alright, and now that our base is on, I am going to go in with 2 concealers today. I'm going to start off by highlighting my under eyes with the Kokie Cosmetics Be Bright Illuminating Concealer in the shade Medium Light. This has a nice peachy tint, if you can see, that really does help to counteract dark circles. I'm not sure if you guys know, but if you do go in with a color corrector, typically peachy, orangey shades are what they recommend to help counteract dark circles. So this kind of has like a built-in feature, if you will. And also I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus concealer in the shade Medium Tawny. Probably my favorite affordable spot concealer ever. I'm just going to go over some of my hyperpigmentation areas that the foundation didn't super mask. And again, I'm going to blend that in with my EcoTools sponge. I'm also going to drag the concealer up to my eyelid to serve as eyeshadow primer that we're going to set down right after. Okay, so now that we have our cream base down, I'm going to go ahead and set the under eyes with, you guessed it, the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder, what I spoke about in my last video, my 5 under 5, which I will link down below. I'm going to be setting my under eyes just to brighten and highlight with my small tapered brush from e.l.f. I'm also going to bring it up to my eyelid to kind of set that concealer down, as I mentioned. Okay, and then to set everything in place, because this is just my day makeup, I am going to be running a lot of errands today. I'm going to set everything down with the Hard Candy Fast and Fabulous Translucent Loose Powder. This is probably my favorite translucent powder. Just if it weren't for the fact that it has flashback, this would be like the perfect anytime powder, but it's a day, so I don't mind. I'm just going to take my TJ Maxx brush, I don't really know what else to call it, and just liberally apply this all over. It truly does like smooth your skin. I love this powder. Now for bronzer, I'm going to take the Lottie London Tan Time Bronzer. I spoke about this in my last monthly favorites. It is such a good, underrated bronzer. It just goes on so smoothly. They do have another shade, medium deep. They only have 2 shades, but for me, I feel like this works for my medium complexion. By the way, this is the e.l.f. complexion brush. It's a nice bronzer brush. It's a little flimsy, but if you want like a really like liberal application of bronzer where you're just gonna want to put it on, not think too much about it, this is a really good one. Go down my neck. You know the drill. I'm also going to take my AOA Studio brush and go in with a little bit of that as well and just go down the sides of my nose very lightly just to give it a nice little shadow. Nothing too harsh. For blush, I'm going to take the Flower Pots Powder Blush in the shade Warm Hibiscus. It has like a golden sheen running throughout it, if you can see on camera. It translates really nicely on the face, so don't be alarmed. I'm going to take my Morphe stipple brush and just stipple my cheeks. This is a very buildable blush, which I really like. You can see that golden kind of reflect on my face, but it doesn't look glittery or chunky. It just looks really nice. And then to complement that even further, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Shimmer to Reflect highlighting palette in the shade Boozy Brunch. This is a really beautiful gold highlight. I like this even more than the other Wet n Wild highlight, the Mega Glow highlighting powders that have the little like flower imprint. I like this more, and I know that seems crazy, but I just love like how smooth it is and the color. I'm going to take my Beach Cosmetics number 4 brush. Okay, sorry, I just got a really exciting phone call, so it cut out me highlighting. And now we're gonna move on to the brows. I am going to be filling them in with, you guessed it, my e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift. And then I'm going to set that down with my Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara in the shade Browny Brows. Okay, and now we can move on to the eyes. I'm going to be using mainly this Makeup Revolution Reloaded Iconic Vitality palette. It's kind of like a dupe for the ABH Modern Renaissance palette, and I do really like the quality of these shadows. I know Makeup Revolution definitely has some inconsistencies among their palettes. Some are great, some are not, at least from what I've heard. This is personally the only Makeup Revolution palette I own. I have swatched a lot in store and whatnot, but I'm speaking from my personal experience. I do like the way that these blend, and then I'm also going to incorporate this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Sequin. This is $5. This palette as a whole is $7. And I think I'm going for like a peachy bronzy look today. So yeah, let's just start off with this shade right here. These don't have names, so I'm just going to just kind of point and then direct you through what I'm doing. I'm taking a big Morphe M504 and just sweeping that kind of in my transition, but also onto the lid as well. Inevitably, when I put something in the transition, it's also going to hit my lid because I do have hooded eyes, which I'm fine with because you can always blend shadow on top, so it's not a big deal. All right, and then kind of deeper in the outer corner, I'm going to take this kind of like mauve-y shade right here, and I'm just going to stamp that on my outer corner with a ColourPop blending brush and also kind of dragging this through the crease, but mainly focusing this on my outer corner. All right, and then even deeper into like just the outer V, I'm going to stamp this like dark chocolate, deep sultry brown shade with this Beige Cosmetics number 6 brush. These are all synthetic brushes that I'm using today, by the way. Just going to just lightly pack that even deeper, and not really bringing it through my crease, but just so that we have that dimension on the outside. And then going back in with my initial M504 from Morphe, without any additional product, I'm just going to make sure that there are no harsh edges, and I'm going to blend, blend, blend. All right, so the news I just got, I have to share because I don't know if I'm going to change my uploading schedule from Wednesdays and Saturdays to something else, but I just got a new job offer, which I'm going to take. I am taking, and it's going to be a job with regular weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, so I don't know if that'll make me have to change my uploading schedule, since now I currently film on like Tuesdays or Wednesdays or Thursdays, like some day throughout the week. So yes, I'm so excited though. Anyway, back to the video. I'm going to take this light gold shade and then just tap that onto my lid. I'm going to go over it with that ColourPop shadow, but these are really pigmented right off the bat. You can see right there. Really nice. I'm just going to pat that all over my lid for a little brightness. And then over that with my finger, I'm going to take that ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. And do you see that like coppery gold like glitter it adds? It's really, really beautiful. I'm just going to pat that all over my lid for a little sparkly essence because I'm feeling pretty sparkly today. I'm going to go back into the Makeup Revolution palette, take that initial transition shade, this peachy situation, and then back on the M504, just kind of blending the edges together so there's no harsh line from the glitter to the rest of the lid. Going back into the Makeup Revolution palette, I'm going to take that same chocolatey shade and I'm going to stamp that really close to my upper and lower lash line just so that I have a little bit of definition without going in with actual eyeliner. And then, as I mentioned, taking that brown shade and just smudging that on my lower lash line as well. And then to blow out that lower lash line a little bit more, I'm going to go back in with that peachy shade. You can tell that's like kind of the theme of this whole look. I'm just going to smudge that all over my lower lash line, just so that it doesn't look super harsh. All right, and then to highlight the inner corner and the brow bone, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild, go back in with that Boozy Brunch highlight, because I think that gold would look super nice. I'm going to highlight the inner corner, and then also the brow bone. And I'm going to go in with the Essence Volume Boost Lash Primer. This stuff is so good. It's $4.99. And then I'm going to go in with the Essence Lash Princess Volume Mascara. One of my favorite Essence mascaras. You can see it has like a curved wand. And this also does kind of have like fibers in it, I feel. But it does such a good job of like lengthening your lashes and giving them a statement. I'm going to line my lips with the LA Girl Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Lip Liner in the shade Nonstop Nude. So good. And then I am going to go over that with the Physicians Formula Healthy Lip in the shade Bear With Me. It's like a really beautiful, like peachy shade. Oh, so nice. And the formula is really good. All right, and then we are pretty much done. I'm just going to set my face with the Browny Make It Last Setting Spray, one of the best affordable setting sprays ever. And there we have it, you guys. This was my full face of makeup under $10 and all really good things. I don't want this to be confused with makeup that I had to sacrifice quality so that it could be like under $10, but these are all things that I use truly on a daily basis, and they're always in my rotation, and I love them all very, very much. I put my mark of approval on these. So yeah, of course I will link all the corresponding videos I mentioned down below if you want to check out more affordable, fun things. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day wherever you are. Don't forget to please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, because that's just super nice of you if you do. So yeah. Anyway, have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye!